It's Bum Slide Thursday.
Woohoo!
That was
Everybody,
good.
you gotta have your ankles right up too. Slide.
Got to have your ankles up.
Yeah, your hands.
Oh,
to
to
your
bum
ankles.
slide. Whee! You know why we call it?
Touching the bum slide is the bum.
Because we got over Hump Day now. It's Bum Slide Thursday.
Yes.
We bum slide to the weekend.
Bum sliding in.
And I'm so excited right now about what's going on in the studio.
You sound sick.
I am sick, Mama.
Aww.
I thought it was just a headache yesterday with the pressure system. You know how with the weather?
Yeah.
I know a lot of people yesterday who had headaches.
Oh, mine was blasting.
But no, it turned out that it's more than just a headache. It's something it's a sinus thing.
Aw.
I know.
Hey.
But listen, there's singers here. Oh my gosh. There's a group called Backtrack.
Honest
Backtrack
to
Vocals.
goodness.
They are one of the most renowned a cappella groups in the US right now.
Unbelievable.
They're like, like Pentatonics, there's like Backtrack. And they are performing at LSSU at the theater across the river tonight. And they are here this morning to perform for us.
They got up early.
They came across the bridge. One of the guys couldn't make it.
In the wind.
What was that?
Oh my word. It's still so windy out there.
I almost lost a dog.
No doubt.
Little Tuffy almost blew away.
So I'm coming into work this morning.
I was nervous. I was afraid a house might fall on you.
Yes. Yeah, it didn't work.
Okay, anyway.
So I'm sitting in the newsroom, typing away, and it's dark in the building because I'm the first one in. And the control room is just like, I'm sitting here and the control is over there. So I'm just typing away and stuff, and I hear a chair moving. Yes, by itself.
What do you mean?
I'm alone.
Tell me.
I don't know if it was Kevin's chair or Mike's chair in the control room area, but I seriously, and then I thought, okay, you're just like, it's too much, like as if. But then, when Michael came in, he and I were chatting, and he heard it, we both stopped and went.
I don't understand what's going on. What are you talking about? Chairs are moving.
I don't know if it's the wind, like with vents.
Maybe I've wished too long for ghosts now, because we had the people from Ghost and we had the people from Haunted.
You're inviting them in now through the portal. He's opened the portal. He has no idea what that even means. He's opened the portal.
I know. I would watch horror movies.
The good spirits come through, but then the bad ones can come through too.
That's why you have to put the board up with 13 nails in it.
Yes, and you also have to do a little cleansing thing. You got to sage yourself, and you got to just say, only the good spirits come to me, please. Like, see, you're so inexperienced.
With the afterlife?
With the afterlife.
She knows afterlife and after birth.
Everything is after birth. Catch the ace. Oh, my word. I don't know how those people didn't blow away.
all those ice fishing huts that went up yesterday afternoon all the way along second line.
The day before,
they did blow away. Has anybody looked?
Monday, people have been camped out on the flippin' sidewalk since Monday. Monday.
I still don't understand the concept of that, camping out. Is it just a thing that they do for fun and to say they're doing it? Because you don't need to.
No.
You don't need to.
People are very nervous that they're going to run out of tickets. And like Boomer said yesterday, it only happened one time, so he prints more. Like, he knows how many people go. So, like, you're going to get the ticket.
Last week. Mike, what time did you show up last week and got a ticket? 8 o'clock at night. And he got how many tickets? Like, he got a whole whack of tickets for us at 8 o'clock at night. So I don't understand why they're lining up.
No, I'm not sure I get it either. But
I guess they're having fun.
My friend is standing and has some money that I've given her. So if I win, I think they're brilliant, those people standing out there and camping for 4 days. Well, 2.
Why?
Because if I win,
they're going to get some money?
My friend is going to get some money.
You're going to do that for her?
Absolutely.
I'd buy her a breakfast or something.
Oh, you're such a big spender.
Keep her warm.
Yeah, keep
her
warm.
Have a coat.
Here, I'll give you a Timmy's.
Million? It might be over a million.
It's
because
slightly over $1 million.
Because they get the pot for the day, which is like 100 and something thousand.
I didn't even think of that.
Something thousand that they're at. Yes, they get both. They get the ace thing and they get the daily thing.
I am so not going to be here tomorrow.
$1.7 million for charity. 1.7. Is that what he said?
1.7 million.
Yeah, because he said it's split, and I remember thinking $850,000 per charity, so that's $1.7 million he's got.
Isn't that awesome?
Yeah.
Those charities, boy.
And that's Big Brothers Big Sisters and the Group Health Center Trust Fund.
Way to go, Boomer.
Honestly, and Domenica.
Oh yes.
She's as much a part of it
my
as Boomer
word!
is.
They as it is. When you're a small business owner, you know perfectly well. You live there.
Yeah.
They haven't seen their house for 14 days.
And they're starting porchetta in a week.
Oh my God! And porchetta starts at 3.
And it has raised, in the years that they've done porchetta, over $3 million for charities.
That's phenomenal. Isn't he awesome?
Did I say that right? Over 3? I think he said, yeah, because it's like 200. I forget. Anyway, it's a lot. He's raised a lot of. I think
he's raised some money.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? Too. You know what else?
What else?
I'm so excited. He's coming. He's coming very soon. Santa Claus is coming to town.
We haven't had Thanksgiving yet.
I know, or Halloween, but
you talk about Christmas.
But
blasphemer.
The parade is on November 17th. It's been announced. It's official. He has to show up now. I don't care what he's making for who. We called him. He committed. He's got to be here. 6 p.m. Queen Street. Ho ho.
Are you talking about Santa Claus?
Yes.
Okay, I didn't know what. Oh, there he is.
See? He says, "Okay, Lou, I'll be there." Gotcha.
Gosh, you have connections.
Oh gosh, you have no idea who I know.
A lot of old men.
Neither do I. A lot of old men.
You got it.
Well, just a couple.
Santa, and she sits
with
on all
big
their
bank accounts.
Old men, and she sits on their laps. Give me a present, mister.
Do you have your wallet with you?
Just slip a nickel, might slip a something under the tree for me. No, that's a slip a sable under the tree for me.
Slip a sable? Like a fur.
Santa baby.
Yes, I know the song. I didn't know the words.
Slip a, something like that.
You're just making stuff up now. Yes.
Santa honey, I'd like a diamond. Shut up.
I think when
that's not a lot.
I think you should be one of his elves. Right? Don't you think? He would be
Santa's elves?
like the chief elf because you're so bossy. You could boss all the other elves.
Do you know that
around.
when my mother was born on Hitler's birthday, April the 20th, and when she was little, her friends called her Hitlerina because she was so bossy.
Oh my.
My mother.
So you come by it naturally then.
My sister Michaela was boss.
Michaela.
Puberty's a bitch. I can say that, it's not TV.
Apparently we're on the YouTube.
We're streaming, so I can say that B word. Anyway, it's a female dog. Puberty is difficult. No, my sister Michaela is bossier than I am. She would make up games, okay, when I was little. She was the only family member who would play with me. She was closest in age, 4 years older.
Can't understand why.
And she would make up games, and then if I started to win, she'd change the rules. So that I could never win.
I like her.
And then I'd get so frustrated that I'd start to cry, and she'd cover my mouth and she'd go, "Shut up, I love you." Shut up.
So your mom wouldn't come and give you a hug, right?
Yeah. Shut up, I love you. I love you too, Michaela.
My sister and I used to fight.
Oh, and there's a Michaela behind the camera, not you. Well, I do love you, Michaela, but I love my sister more.
Cute. She
spells it different.
She does. Yeah.
What were you gonna say?
When my sister and I used to fight, we always fought doing the dishes. And I would smack her all the time because when it was my turn to dry, she was afraid of hot water. So she would wash the dishes.
That's a strange phobia.
And rinse them in like full-on cold water. You ever try to wipe a dish? Yeah, it doesn't happen. You got lint chunks. It's like things aren't happening. So I used to get mad at her, and I'd put them back in the sink, and I'd say, "I'm not drying these. They're wet."
I'm not drying these. They're wet.
What I meant was, they're cold because you're a sissy and you can't stand hot water. But that was too long, so I said,
"Which sister
they're
is
wet."
that?
I only have one.
What's her name?
Lizanne.
Lizanne, by the way, is a very dirty lady. She hates hot water. She's never had a hot bath. Luann's
No, she grown up now, so she does. She knows how to adjust now. So yeah, she's not like.
She's afraid of hot water. Have a shower. I can't. I'm afraid of hot water.
But one time
at band camp,
I took a stainless steel spatula to her hand and hurt her. I did. She was so mad after I said the dishes were wet and I wasn't going to dry them that she was putting them in the sink like a bowl full up with soap suds, full up. And then she put it in the sink for me to dry, and I'm like, oh, nice. I'm not doing that. Mom's going to make you do it. So I had a little, you know those little long spatulas?
I'm familiar with them.
Stainless steel. Kang! Right on her. And then when I connected, and I knew, wow, I connected. She's got a little bit of a
She has a scar?
No, not anymore. But I was doing, shh, don't tell Mom. I'm sorry. I'll do the dishes for a week by myself. Don't tell Mom. Just don't tell Mom. She went, okay.
That was your version of shut up, I love you. You had to do the dishes for a whole week.
A whole week. Yeah, that was a long story for nothing, really.
We don't need any of that banter that you had. I don't know what the bodyguard of the FBI and
the bodyguard. Wait till you hear the next time we come to talk to you.
All right, we're going to come back. But next up, shut up, because I have amazing. Well, you're gonna freak out when you hear them. And
you guys stay tuned. Seriously.
And go across the river tonight and watch them. Okay, coming up live. Backtrack vocals from New York City, right here on TV on Mornings with Luann and Tim.
My baby takes the morning train. He works from 9 till 5, and then he takes another home again to find.
Do the walk online. Yeah, you do the walk online.
Okay, I'm so pumped right now. What do we do with our hands? Let's all snap our fingers. You guys, this is 4/5 of Backtrack. Oh, there's their logo. It's a B and a 5, but I don't think it's good. Anyway, it needs updating. You said it yourself. Okay, backtrackvocals.com is the website. You're going to want to go there and get tickets for tonight if you don't have them already. It's just across the river, Lake Superior State University. It's a beautiful theater that they have over there. If you haven't been there, go. And if there's no better reason to go than tonight, because they're there. Jojo, hi.
Hi, Jojo.
Jojo's their base, and Jojo's across the river because he didn't have a passport to come across the bridge, so Jojo's over there, but we miss you, Jojo. Jojo, we've got to tell them about Jojo's award. Jojo won the bass, what's it called, the best bass? Best bass award, and it's so unusual. Only the guy from Pentatonics has won that too.
Exactly. Yes.
Okay, let's talk about you now. Enough about Jojo, who couldn't be here. I just want to say, let's start over here with Melissa. Hello. And Mike and Mallory and Johnny Buffalo. The best name. Okay, so
I didn't say it.
You guys are 4/5 of Backtrack.
Yes.
Tell me, you've been with the group longest.
Yes.
Can you give me a little bit of background on Backtrack then, Mallory, please?
Yes, of course.
Thank you.
So Backtrack was formed in 2012 for just the sole purpose of creating monthly YouTube videos.
So it started off just as a YouTube group.
Just a YouTube group.
Okay.
Our friend Andrew formed the group as a way to just keep singing and arranging music and producing music, and the group quickly gained a following on YouTube. We now have over 111,000 subscribers on our channel.
I saw that.
When I joined, we were probably more like 20, 30,000, but it's been growing.
You joined when?
In 2014.
Okay, so
January.
in that amount of time, in 4 years, it's gone whoop, 80,000 more
exactly
subscribers.
So
it's all because of you.
It really is. It's because of me. Yeah.
It's all her.
So we were doing the videos for the first few years, and then really when Melissa joined was when we started performing live. So
why? What brought the change on?
Well, I joined at the time when Backtrack already wanted to perform live, and I replaced the member who was busy with other groups, other work. So he left, and I took his place, and we said, "Hey, let's take this from the screen." To the
You had a male alto?
So when I joined, it was 4 males, 1 female, just me.
Yeah, it was just me. So it was basically soprano, tenor, baritone, bass, beatbox. Yes, I was the only one.
Wait, were you the first one to make it a 2 women, 3 guy group?
Actually, no.
It's been so many iterations.
So many yes.
Yes, because the original alto, Carly, was replaced by our friend Austin, who
See, she's
was the
American,
tenor.
she says alto.
Yes. What do you say?
Alto, because we're all like, oh, Canada, oh.
Canada,
Okay, so backgrounds, amazingly varied. A couple of you musical theater.
Yes, Mike and I.
You. Now tell me about your training. Where did you go to school? You started when are you the one that started 11 years old in community theater?
I was a young boy. Yes, my parents started me in community theater as a child. I went to an art school, was lucky enough to study vocal music and drama there. Went on to NYU
You went to NYU. Wait, did you also do Stella Adler?
I did Stella Adler, yes.
You guys, and then
And then Strasbourg. so-
Strasbourg. Okay, we're talking like Marilyn Monroe
Yeah.
right there, and what's his name? Stella, Marlon Brando.
Marlon Brando. These are two acting teachers who hated each other, Stella Adler and...
And they opened 2 different schools.
They opened 2 schools. I went to both of them. They got both of my money somehow.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah, both of my $2 all went to NYU. But anyway, I stayed in the city for a while. Was doing the acting thing. Mallory was doing the same thing. People at home, auditioning is very hard, and was lucky enough to find myself in a position in Backtrack.
How did you hear about them?
So I had auditioned for them maybe 2 years ago. I was working on an a cappella musical at the time with a
Was that the Fringe one?
It was, yeah.
I did some research.
So the Fringe Festival, the Fringe Festival is a festival in New York City of all new works. And like I said, 2 years ago, I was working on an a cappella musical, which is
Cool.
kind of like, whoa, what's happening there? New idea
Yeah.
for that competition at least. And a sub that they typically take in the group recommended me to audition.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Slot that I have now.
And you knew Andrew. That's how you came to this.
Yes.
Let's go to Melissa. How did you? Now your background is.
So I did not study music in college. I never thought I would be a professional musician. But at school, I sang with an a cappella group just as a way to make friends and express myself through music. And I joined Backtrack in 2014. I met Andrew in another a cappella group in the city. It was just casual, and when an opening came in Backtrack, Andrew took me over to
So Andrew was an original member. Is that
Yes.
correct?
Yes.
And now he's still involved doing arrangements and that sort of thing, and so he kind of works with you still, but he doesn't perform with the group.
Correct.
But there's still a connection.
Yes.
Johnny Buffalo, are you the newest member of this particular group or no?
No.
Who's the newest? You are the baby. Okay, you've been around since when?
It's coming up on 2 years in February.
Okay.
So it'll be February 27th.
Really cool story about you, how classical guitar
Yes.
was going to be your thing.
Right. So I actually started playing guitar when I was 14, which I just found out today has been in about half my life.
Found out today.
I know. I'm sorry, I made you do math first thing in the morning, and then
oh my god, that's
half
real.
man. Yeah.
But so I started playing guitar right before high school and fell in love with it. Knew I needed to do something in music.
Okay.
So I'm from Buffalo, New York, hence Johnny Buffalo.
Yeah.
And I went to SUNY Fredonia, which is like about an hour west of there, and I went and studied classical guitar and sound recording.
Okay.
Did a double major there, and 3.5 years go by, and now I'm halfway through my senior year, and I lived with a buddy of mine. Got a shout out, Chris Solis, Beatbox House. Check him out. He took me to a beatbox battle in Toronto.
Okay.
In February of 2012. And I just immediately became obsessed. There was a battle, the judges did a showcase, and they were doing like drum and bass and dubstep with their face, and I was just like, I need this, bro. You have to teach me this. And so he was competing in the American Beatboxing Championships that summer in 2012, which is a thing. Most countries have a national...
We have one in Canada, he tells me.
The Canadian Championships is in November. I'll be there.
No way.
Yeah, it's in Toronto. And
Cool.
I think it's like November 23rd or something.
All right.
And so, yeah, the Canadian beatbox scene is actually the reason that I beatbox, because that was my first experience with the community. So I beatbox
Shout out Canada.
Connection with Canada.
Beatbox Canada, love them. And so then I moved to New York spontaneously 2 weeks after graduating college, as one does.
Yes.
Because Chris and I started a band together.
Okay.
And then I just got involved in this beatboxing scene. I was working in restaurants for like 4 years.
Who hasn't?
Right, exactly.
All of us have, right?
Yeah.
And then...
Like I count myself like one of them. Like
Well, you're our fifth
Yes, I'm going to be the bass because JoJo couldn't be here today. Old Man River.
go on.
Yeah.
Sorry, this is about you.
It's okay.
Forget that.
And so, yeah, fast forward 4.5 years. Spencer, the beatboxer before me in Backtrack, actually battled Chris in the 2012 championships that I went to. That was my first American champs. And I met Spencer then, so we've known each other.
And then you ended up replacing him.
Yeah, he asked me to sub for a gig for him, and then ended up wanting to
So
leave.
cool. Now wait, so the show's tonight at LSSU. You just got in like last night. You're on the road. This is a tour, right?
Yes.
You've already toured both coasts of the U.S. Yeah, I saw that.
Yes, we have been over on the West Coast.
And then you've also done a lot of you covered a lot of the states. What about Canada? Are you going to come just to see us sometime?
We would love to. We were in Canada. We were in Montreal about a year and a half ago, or a little over a year ago, at the Just for Laughs.
Were you?
Yeah.
I have a friend who's involved with the Fall Festival. I'm going to tell her to watch you guys. Maybe she'll bring you up sometime.
Please do. We love Canada.
Donna Hillsinger. Okay, we're going to go to a commercial. I'm throwing this at Mike. We're going to go to a commercial. He has no idea what I'm doing right now. Kevin, we're going to go to a commercial. When we come back from commercial, we're going to have you guys perform.
Awesome.
All right? And then you can get your tickets for Lake Superior State University, for the theater, for Backtrack Vocals tonight. So right now, go online to backtrackvocals.com/tour. Get ready to buy your tickets, because when you hear them sing, you're going to want to go. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with Backtrack Vocals from New York City. Backtrack Vocals from New York City. We'll be right back after this. Don't go anywhere.
Walking on sunshine, I'm walking on sunshine.
Don't worry, be happy. Don't worry, be happy.
Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Backtrack Vocals.
I got that sunshine in my pocket, got that good soul in my feet, feel the hot blood in my body when it drops. Ooh, I can't take my eyes off it, moving so phenomenally. Room unlocked the way we rock it, so don't stop. And under the lights when everything goes, nowhere to hide when I'm getting yours. When we move, well you already know.
So just imagine.
Just imagine, just imagine.
Nothing I can see but you when you dance, dance, dance. Feel the good creeping up on you. So just dance, dance. Come on, all those things I shouldn't do, but you dance, dance, dance. And ain't nobody leaving soon, so keep dancing.
I can't stop the feeling, got this feeling
So
in my
just dance, dance. I can't stop the feeling.
got this feeling in
So
my
just dance, dance, dance.
Can't stop the feeling, wanna see you move
So
your
just dance, dance. I can't stop the feeling.
got this feeling in my body, yeah.
Okay, that was incredible! Now, I forgot to ask one thing. Kinky Boots. How did you end up with Kinky Boots on Broadway? I saw it on Broadway. I freaking died. I cried. I was crying.
It's an awesome show.
Well, what was the connection with Kinky Boots?
So there was a competition. Kirsten from Pentatonics, big a cappella group.
Yes, we know them.
I'm sure. She was starring in the show.
Okay.
And so they did a competition for any a cappella group out there that wanted to cover one of the songs from the show. So we submitted a video covering the one big finale number.
What's it called? What's it called?
Raise You Up.
Oh my gosh! Can I watch that on YouTube? Is it on there?
I believe it is on our performance. I believe is on the Kinky Boots YouTube channel.
Oh my gosh!
So
That was insane.
it was a really
amazing, right?
Yeah, it was all of our Broadway debuts.
Wait, one of you played Carnegie Hall.
All of us.
You all played Carnegie Hall.
We did.
And you know how do you get to Carnegie Hall? Practice. And apparently you got, how much do you practice, seriously?
All the time.
All the time.
Whenever we're not performing.
Okay, so this was a beautiful, thank you so much for this, for coming across and visiting us on this side. Best of luck. Break a leg tonight at LSSU. Tickets are still available at 7 o'clock across the river. And then I'm going to keep my eyes on you guys. And if you're ever back in this area again, please come and see us again. Okay, we'll be back with more. Actually, I think Luann has the news coming up after this, so don't go anywhere, folks.
This is the world we live in, and these are the hands we give up. Use them, let's start trying to make it a place where. Doctor, can't you see I'm burning, burning? Oh, doctor.
And welcome back. How hard was it for you not to sing with them?
I want to be one of them. I want to hang out with them.
Aren't they awesome?
I know. They were supposed to leave here and go to a radio interview across the river, but the power's out because of the windstorm.
Oh, no.
So their interview, they just got a text that their interview is canceled.
Oh, really?
So I'm glad that we got them here, though.
Isn't that awesome? I hope they get back safely.
That was so cool.
That was so cool. And they perform tonight.
Tonight at
7
State
o'clock.
University. I wish I could go.
So
I have a
exciting.
rehearsal for
Oh, jeez.
Anyway.
So you know what else is happening in the world?
I paid no attention to anything else today other than Backtrack. So
what else is new? So anyway, Kim Kardashian.
Her, I know.
Yes. Remember the big robbery in France? She was robbed in France.
I don't know her that well.
No, it was all over the news.
Okay.
She was robbed in France. She was in a hotel room maybe just over a year ago.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yes, lots of money, like lots of jewelry. They held her ransom. They tied her up and put her in the bathtub.
What?
Yeah, Kim Kardashian. Yes.
No clue that happened.
Really?
Not a clue. No.
She was traumatized.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
Tied up put in a bathtub and robbed.
Like she was scared she was going to get raped.
Okay, so what happened?
Well, she now is suing the bodyguard that was there.
Was he in on it?
Suing for $6.1 million.
$6.1 million?
$1 million. I want to know how much a bodyguard makes, because, wow.
But he in on the robbery?
She's not saying that. I think she's saying that,
it's his fault for not stopping it?
Why didn't you stop it?
$6.1 million.
Yeah, she had a lot of jewelry, very high-end jewelry. Cash was taken.
I believe that, but how's this guy going to come up with that kind of money?
Well, he's not.
So they'll settle.
Yeah, I'm thinking she just is trying to make a point with them. I think he gets it, Kim. Chill.
How much does she pay? Was she paying him?
I don't know, right? That's my first thought. How much do they make, these bodyguards?
And wait a second. I don't know. Did he have a gun? Maybe he wasn't even there. Maybe that's the whole point. Maybe he wasn't outside the door. Who knows what the story is? Kim, I need more details before I can decide how I feel about this situation.
All right, then.
Could you have her lawyer contact me, please?
Yes. Oh, he knows you. Don't you worry.
I need a lawyer.
So, of course, the big news as the week winds down is the Kavanaugh nomination across the river.
Where are we at with that?
Well, apparently...
Is the FBI done?
The FBI could...
Finished?
Give them the report by as early as Saturday.
Okay.
They are finished, but they have to wrap up the details and stuff like that.
And we don't
Apparently, Dr. Ford was not interviewed.
No, the FBI didn't talk to her or Kavanaugh.
No.
Or the third accuser.
No, and they thought that the critics of that said, like, how can you do a probe and investigation and not talk to Dr. Ford? She's apparently very upset because initially, before she even went before the Senate, that's what she wanted. She was not going to come forward until there was an FBI investigation.
Right, and
but the critics are saying she had her moment because she testified in front of the Senate.
But the Senate's not the same as the FBI.
No. Like, I wonder, it would be interesting, I think, to talk to an investigator from the FBI who watched her testimony and who is dying to ask her something. Or Kavanaugh. You know what I mean? Like, maybe they've thought
I
of
don't
questions.
think I need to hear any more from him.
Well, no.
Because he doesn't tell the truth anyway.
Well, no, apparently he doesn't. But you know what I mean? Like, they must watch and think, oh my gosh, why aren't they asking this? Or why aren't they asking that?
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
So it's like any moment now we're going to find out.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know what?
You think he's going to get in?
Yeah.
I do too, unfortunately. Yeah.
Donald Trump has the strength.
And he's such a classy guy, talking about her and making fun of her while he was talking to media. Yeah, just
Thanks,
awesome.
Luann. I was all, Backtrack had me up here, and then you just, every morning, like my little black thundercloud.
That's what I'm here for.
Well, you know what? I'm going to cheer things up again when I come back with our next guest.
All right.
She is from the Seniors Drop-In Center, and her name is Rita O'Neill, not McNeil.
I love her hair. Gorgeous
Rita
hair.
McNeil or Rita O'Neill?
O'Neill.
Okay, well, you'll see her hair coming up.
Beautiful.
Am I going to commercial or are you? Don't get mad
I'm
at
going
me.
to commercial. So that means that I'm going to say right now, thanks so much for watching. Stay tuned. We have more with Tim's interview coming up right after this commercial break on Mornings with Luann and Tim.
You should work in television.
And
Down by the sea. a blanket with my
4, 3, 2, 1. Earth below us, drifting, falling, floating, weightless.
Rita and I are having a great time. Rita O'Neill from the Seniors Drop-In Center, and this is an amazing thing.
It's our new booklet, yes.
Look at their new booklet. It's called Active 55 Plus. That's me.
Oh, sorry.
Are you too? Are you 55?
No. Yes, I am.
I have a hard time believing that I'm 55, Rita.
Well, you want to keep active, this is the way to do
But
it.
this isn't amazing. Okay, so first of all, not only is it handy dandy, and it tells you look at this. I mean, every single class that you guys offer, all the activities,
Dates,
are in
times,
costs.
costs.
This is all the regular stuff.
No, and special
events,
events,
too?
yep.
Write it down. There's a place in here you can make notes. There's calendar in there, plus some nice information at the front.
Right.
And we get this where?
You could get it at both centers, the Bay Street Center, 619 Bay,
We know
or
where
at
that
our
is. That's the
northern
corner of Bay and Brock.
Right.
Okay. Or where?
And at the Northern Community Center on Goody Avenue.
That's the brand spanking new one.
Correct.
That's up just by the McMeekin
Center, yeah. Core Collegiate.
Is it all attached to the McMeekin?
No.
It's not separate?
No, it's separate.
It's attached to the
separate.
library?
It's attached to the library and the turf, the turf area.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
So, anyway, Rita has been with the Seniors Drop-In Center for years.
Right.
20,
going on 29 years.
When you started there, you weren't a senior.
Correct.
And now you are.
And now I am.
How does it feel 29 years later? Do you still love it?
I still love it. I love what I'm doing.
You know why? Because the people are amazing.
Because the people are amazing. Seniors are amazing. They love to give back to seniors, and they teach and they help. They volunteer, which is number one for us, to help our programs.
Really?
Right.
So you put on programs for the seniors, but they volunteer and help run them too, don't they?
They do. We rely on a lot of seniors to give back to seniors, painting or talks or whatever. So yeah.
So what are some of the, just maybe a little overview of some of the regular activities that people who can wander down there and walk into a drop-in center, and what sorts of things go on a regular basis?
Well, obviously cards, cards is a big thing.
Like
bridge, bid euchre, 500.
Yes, rummy?
No, I think it's just 500. I think it's, bid, I think.
Okay.
Is that right?
I don't know. There's
also
a thing called, I haven't taken up cards yet.
There's also something called fun cards, which is fun cards.
Fun cards.
So they learn canasta.
I thought you said fight cards. I was like, I don't want to go there and watch a whole bunch of seniors fighting.
No fights.
Okay.
It's fun cards, and they teach you if you don't know how to play. So it's canasta, hearts, games like that. Yeah.
I used to love to play hearts.
Yeah. So
see, now I can go down
now
there
you
because
can
I'm a
come
senior. I
down
can go play
every
hearts.
Thursday afternoon. We want to
Cards.
see you play cards.
What
Awesome.
time on Thursdays?
2 o'clock.
Beautiful.
Yes.
What other kind of fun stuff? You do exercise stuff?
Oh,
fitness?
Yes, there's tons of fitness.
Yeah.
There's Zumba, there's pickleball, line dancing. Yeah, there's all kinds of...
I would do line dancing too.
There you go. You'd be good at it.
I've line danced in my day.
I'm sure you have.
Yeah.
With all your theater background.
Cowboy boots and chaps.
Oh. Well, there you go.
Okay, listen. So there's exercise, there's activities, there's fun.
There's also
arts
and crafts.
Tell me.
Big time arts and crafts and painting classes, from watercolors, acrylics, knitting classes, sewing classes, quilting.
Do you guys ever do scrapbooking?
Yes.
That would be huge, wouldn't it? I think that'd be really fun to do with
There
seniors.
would be. It is, because it keeps the memories going, right?
Hey, do you ever do anything where the seniors get together with kids at all? Do you ever do any, what do you call that, cross-generational?
There has been some programs with some of the schools and them.
I love that. I think that people should do that more often. I think that kids, like people who have classes of kids, should try to get a hold of you guys and say, can we bring a class in and do something? You know what I mean? Bring a class of like kindergartners into the senior center and have some fun with arts and crafts.
That's right.
The seniors could teach them how to do scrapbooking and stuff.
That's right.
That's an idea for you to implement.
Okay. I will get on that one.
Think like you're not busy enough with all of this. Holy smokes.
Yes, and that only goes until the end of December. So right now we are working on
all of this is just to Christmas?
Yes. And that's both centers in there.
What time do they open?
10. 10 a.m. till 5 p.m.
Perfect.
There are some evening things going on as well.
Which is great also because if for the residents, like I know that there's a lot of people who live right nearby the Bay Street
True.
one, so they can just come down the elevator, walk into the building, and there they go.
True, but a lot of them come from their own home.
They do, Em.
And even from down the line.
No
we have
kidding.
a few people from Sioux, Michigan also that come.
Really?
So it's it's not just the
Something-
people who live next door. It's all around.
All around.
All around.
If people want more information, they can go on the computer, right?
Correct.
Hey, do you do that too? Do you offer any
We
computer
do
courses?
offer computer courses, laptops, and iPads.
You teach them how to use them, and
I don't, but there
maybe
is
someone
someone.
does who does.
I wish. I'm still learning.
Still learning.
I'm still learning.
How
yes.
many of you are down there working at the center?
There's only 2 full-time staff, a supervisor and another recreation programmer, then myself as a programmer and an office assistant.
Do you look for volunteers outside of the seniors? Do you take volunteers
Oh yes.
from the communities?
Oh yes. Yes. Oh yes.
So what about a high school student who might want some community hours? Can they come down and volunteer?
They
and do
should
some stuff?
contact Brooke McMillan.
Brooke was in last
She
week,
was.
yeah.
Contact her and she could set up some times with them. Yeah.
So always looking for volunteers.
Always
and
looking
there's
for
always
volunteers.
something to do for the seniors.
Yes. Yes.
Could you name? Is there an event coming up that you might want to name? Anything in the fall, like anything like Halloween stuff? Do you doing any Halloween stuff?
We just had our dinner dance.
Did you?
So, yes.
Okay.
That was the end of September.
Well, you
but
know what? I can
lots of
find out my own
courses.
stuff by looking in this fabulous book, and so can you. Pick this up at the Seniors Drop-In Center. Would they have these at City Hall too, do you think?
I believe there might be some, but both of our
Okay.
centers.
And
yes.
then go online.
Yes, at www.saultstmarie.ca.
Yeah, you go to the city website and click on the seniors and everything's there. And
you
also
go.
on SiouxOnline.com, we have a whole seniors calendar of
I
events.
know,
And we
I
put
follow
everything
it.
that you guys do on that calendar too.
That's
so
true.
no reason not to know what's going on with seniors in Sault Ste. Marie. Thank you for
Thank
being
you.
here. You're
Thank you.
delightful.
Thank you.
Say hello to the Orlando family from
I will.
me. Okay, and we'll be
Thanks.
back with more Mornings with Luann and Tim right after this.
Bigger than the ocean, sweeter than the honey. She blinded me with science. She blinded. I'm a fool to do your dirty work. Oh yeah. I don't wanna do your dirty work no more.
And welcome back. Just before we go, I made a mistake.
Imagine that!
I made a mistake. Kim Kardashian is not suing her bodyguard. The insurance company who had to pay Kim Kardashian $6.1 million for all the jewelry that was stolen is suing the bodyguard.
Poor guy.
Yeah, the poor guy. Seriously.
What?
On that note, have an awesome day.
Wait, tomorrow's Friday! And go tonight to Lake Superior State University and check out Backtrack. We'll see you tomorrow on the show.
Have a good one.